Good intentions, good intentions, good intentions. The power of word. The power of word. And the power word today is going to be me. The power word today is going to be me, right? The power word is not going to be M-E, but the power word is going to be my full name. Quincy Harrison, the author, Clovis. No, the author is not my name, but I am an author. So let's get into the video. We're going to start off with my full name, and then I'm going to give you a little Bible scriptures, and then I'll take in this video. All right. First of all, I just want to say thanks to my followers. And no, I don't have many followers, but I am truly, truly grateful for the followers that I have. Because you know why? Sometimes the message is not from everybody. It's only for a few and the chosen, right? For many are called, but few are chosen, right? Well, that's what the good book says. So that's what I'm rolling with. So Quincy, what is Quincy? Quincy is English definition. It means fifth, the number 5. Quincy means fifth, right? It means the number 5. And just to add a little lanyard for you, everybody wants to be a little bit taller, but I am 5'5". I am 5'5", right? So 5'5" and the number 5th. So what does that mean? When I take in, there are regular numbers 0 through 9, right? 0 through 9 are the regular numbers that they are, because everything is recycled after 0 through 9, right? Okay, and my spiritual number, because they're all spiritual numbers, and my spiritual number is the number 5, and the number 5 means grace. So I look at my name as it means grace on grace. It means grace on grace. My second part of my name, my middle name, is Harrison, Harrison, and Harrison means ruler or power. Ruler of power. First of all, Harrison comes from Harry, and it is a it's a royalty name. And those individuals ruled a part of the land and the countries for a long period of time. I'm talking about going back thousands and thousands of years. So my name, middle name, means power, and it means ruler. My last name is Clovis. Clovis, Clovis, and Clovis means wisdom or counselor. Clovis means wisdom or counselor. Clovis means wisdom or counselor. And also, Clovis means famous warrior. Famous warrior. So why am I telling you what my name is? Because for a long time, I had been stuck, because I've always was drawn to individuals, men and women, always drawn to men and women. And the reason why, because I coveted knowledge. I coveted knowledge, and I coveted knowledge so much that when I gleaned, and to glean means to actually sit at someone's feet and to learn. And every time I gleaned, instead of me getting my true identity, I began to transform into the individual, the vision, the image that was placed in front of me. An image of something that is placed in front of you can be a good role model. They don't have to be a good role model, but it is the model that is being displayed before you. The model that is being displayed before you. So I really didn't know myself, and I really didn't know who I was until I met my wife, Oma Clovis, right? And when I met her, I began to realize that she told me that I was something that I was not. Well, she told me that I was something that I didn't think I was. She told me that I was an author. She told me that I was powerful. She told me that I had a purpose, and she told me things about myself. So what I had to do was I had to separate myself from institutions and religions, right? Because when I was in those institutes and I was in those religions, I was being transformed into something else. I knew that I had to get a job instead of reading the book of Job. I knew I had to go get a job instead of the book of Job, right? And I knew that I had to go to work instead of putting forward my works that was inside of self. So she showed me a lot of things about myself. And another part is that I always say, stay up, because we can't continue to fall. And the reason I say stay up because we can't continue to fall is because when I was going to religious institutes, right, I was being transformed, because I was under the impression that, okay, I was under the authority of men and women who were considered to be icons, right? Church members and church pastors and church individuals are considered in most neighborhoods to be the influencers of that neighborhood. So when I was there, I'm not going to say where I was, but this certain individual would lay hands on us and we would fall out. So I felt like that it was the way that you got the spirit. That was the way that you got understanding. That was the way that you got knowledge. But then when I realized that every time we fail, if you fall for anything, you'll stand for nothing. So that means that I was falling at the drop of a dime and I had no ability to stand. But once I got the courage and the ability to stand, then falling was not an option anymore, right? So that's why my saying, stay up because we can't continue to fall, came from, right? So I understand what my name is. So I'm going to give you 2 more names out of the Bible and then I'll let you guys go. All right, so the next name I want to use is Moses, right? So anybody with the name Mosley or Mo, it means because I draw you out of the water. It means because I drew you out of the water. Yes, the Bible says that Moses was drawn out of the water, but his name means I drew you out of the water. So you are your intentions of who yourself is. Self-discovery is the first discovery and should be the only discovery that you ever create before anything else. Self-discovery is the only discovery that you need to create before anything else, because self is the most important, and the next important thing, right? Self-discovery is always the most important and it is always the next important. And last but not least, this might rub some of y'all the wrong way, but truth has no fear, and truth has no type of fear where you can't be afraid to mention it. Truth comes with courage, and truth comes with honor, and truth comes with bravery. So you have to be brave, and only the brave ones can actually deliver the truth. So we're going to go into the Bible, and the Bible, it says in Matthew chapter 16, I'm not sure what verse, but you can read it for yourself, Matthew chapter 16. And we was talking about Peter, and Jesus was speaking, and Jesus said, upon this rock, I will build my church. Upon this rock, I will build my church. First of all, let's understand who Peter was. Peter was a fisherman. Peter was a fisherman by design, but because he didn't know the exterior of self, he was reaching without. So he was actually catching fish when he was supposed to be a fisherman, right? He was supposed to be fishing for men, meaning leading them into the kingdom of the creators, unto the all, right? Because that's what I call my creators. I call them the all because they in all, through all, and above all, right? Okay, so Peter was supposed to be a fisherman of men, but he wound up being a fisherman because he didn't know himself. And when Jesus came to him, Jesus amazed him so much that he forgot everything about everything else. And he was so enlightened by him that he dropped everything and followed him. Matthew chapter 6, Jesus said, "And but upon this rock I will build my church." First of all, Peter already had an assignment, and it was not to build the church of another. Jesus said, "You will build my church." Well, he was not supposed to be building Jesus' church. He was supposed to be building, understanding, and catching fishermen. So Jesus used something that he didn't understand and used it as a tool. Did he use it to break him? Of course he didn't. But what happened is we became not a follower of God, but a follower of men. Jesus was a man that had the ability to influence and bring so much understanding and knowledge that he took people off guard. Peter, name itself, it means stone or rock. So Jesus made him discover himself through another person, through another man, through another being. The only thing in life is your goal is to discover yourself, because you cannot allow someone else to take the glory of your creators of the all, right? And make you think that it came through another source. Your creators love you so much, the all love you so much, they will not allow someone else to take the glory of them. So we have to stay up because we can't continue to fall. And thank you for following. And I appreciate y'all. Book coming soon.